Okay, so many problems this morning. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Oh, good. I see everybody is in the chat. Oh, it's so good to see everyone. Hello, hello. Please, as always, let me know. Hopefully there is no echo. I've got that microphone hopefully muted today. Hello, good morning. It's so good to see everyone. How has everyone's week been? Linda Thompson says she wants me to know she spent a lot of money after last week's live. Oh my goodness, and a lot at Spellbinders. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that brings me to what I want to talk about. My designs for Spellbinders. It is called Happy Harvest, is available. So definitely check that out. And Simon has it. I saw all of it. I just looked right before I went live. They have my products for Happy Harvest, and Spellbinders has them. So definitely check that out. If you're excited to see all of the, oh my gosh, hold on real quick, you guys. I can see that I forgot to shut out some programs. Okay, there we go. Because I was having login issues, which I wasn't having. I just don't know how my technology works. Anyway, I'm really excited about it. Spellbinders is going to have a fun blog hop at the end of next week, so check that out. I am going to do a live where I put together, I don't know if I'll get all of the different sets put together in the live. We're going to do our darned best. But yeah, I'm excited. Oh, Tara Walker, hello. It's midnight in Australia. Well, thank you for joining us. Oh, it's so good to see everyone. Okay, I'm going to talk about just a few little like housekeeping things as far as the supplies for today's live. I have already preloaded for you guys, so those are down in the description. I've also added links to all my Spellbinders products at Simon. I didn't get the Spellbinders links put in for you. I'll do that after the live because I just noticed this morning. Let's see. I have a couple more things. Yes. Okay. Next week's Friday morning live, I have to reschedule. And I put a poll in my community tab here on YouTube. So if you would mind voting, I'm going to change it to an evening live instead of morning. I have an appointment Friday morning. I'd change it to Friday evening, but I have a football thing for my son Friday evening. I'm really excited. So I cannot come. I can't do Friday at all next week. So I have put a poll, put what day you want. I'm just going to go with the most votes, and we're going to do it that evening. That's the fairest way I can think of. I do think we will probably be putting together my Spellbinders set unless I change that. If things go out of stock, I'm not going to do that as the live for next week. It just depends. I usually try to wait close to the day and then pick from that just so that it's not a whole bunch of stuff that's out of stock. I always cross my fingers because I don't know what everyone has in stock. So that's the first thing. If you wouldn't mind voting, we're changing next week's live. Then the Hero Holiday Stamp-Along has been announced. You can purchase that. It is a live virtual event through Facebook where there are 10 classes and 10 instructors, and it's going to be spread out over 2 days instead of all in one day. So it was 8 classes, 8 instructors last time. Excuse me. Sorry. Same price. 10 instructors, 2 days, which I think is going to be so great. It's going to give everybody a little bit more time and just be able to give you guys breaks and stuff throughout the day. It's really exciting. Hero does an amazing job with their handouts. They showed us the handouts earlier this week. Kelly over there just makes the most amazing handout. It has instructions. It has beautiful color photos. So I'm really excited about that. That's September 18th and 19th and all live. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, no, it's not. Next, so I'm not doing my Friday morning live next week, but on Saturday, I am doing the PinkFresh Crafty Hour with Jeff. So if you love lives and want to join us, definitely visit the PinkFresh channel. I will have more about that as we get closer next week. But really, really excited. Or is that next week? You guys, my weeks are running together. It's the 28th. So whenever, that's a Saturday. So whenever that is, I'm going to be live with PinkFresh Studio. So that, I think, is all of the stuff. Sandy says she's going to vote, but she's going to Ohio for a wedding. Oh, how fun. Let me see if I have anything else that I need to talk about. Okay, let's say yay for an evening, Jessie B says. Oh, thank you. Beth is chatting for the first time, but she watches. I love that. That reminds me, if this is your first time here, welcome. Please drop a 1 in the chat. Definitely give a thumbs up, a heart, whatever. Let us know you're here. I'm so, so excited to have all of you joining me this morning. If you are watching this later on, my Replay Crafty crew, we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching the lives as you can in replay. I know I say this all the time. That's how I have to watch my favorite crafters too. So I totally get it. I try to mix it up. Even when I have to reschedule, I hope that kind of allows some people who maybe can't do a morning live or whatever, the opportunity to catch us. So that's kind of why I decided when I rescheduled, or as I'm rescheduling for next week, those that can't watch during the day, hopefully we can maybe pick up a few who'd like to join us for a live. Okay, good morning, good morning. Yes, I love that. Please like, subscribe, share, all of those things help me, keep these lives going, and I so, so much appreciate it. Okay, let me see. Oh, Sandy also said she loves Spellbinders and bought Hero Arts yesterday. Oh, and she was able to support her local store. I love that. That's amazing. Okay. Oh, good morning. It's so nice. Natasha from Belgium is here. I love that. Hello from everyone. Okay, good. I think we're probably ready to get started. Let me see. I hope I put the right times in my poll. I literally did it right before I came here. Okay, let me see. Nebraska is close to me. Patricia is watching while at work. I love it. I do some of that too. I kind of halfway watch a lot of times while I'm doing computer work. Okay, yay. Carolyn says always gets the replay and happy to catch a live. That's awesome. All right, I am going to flip my camera. We're going to do some multi-stamp layering today. I thought it'd be fun to do Christmas tags. I named this live Want to Build a Snowman, obviously from the song from Frozen. But we talked about kitchen sink stamps, I think, in live somewhere. I thought we talked about maybe stamp layering in a live. And I just felt like breaking these out. I don't know why. Actually, I do. I'm going to tell you how I came to these projects. I've been using a lot of white pigment ink lately. And so I thought it would be fun to try them with stamp layering. We're going to for sure do this one and the smaller size in the live. And if we have time, we're going to do the bigger guide, the Invisible. This is a different set, but I'm going to flip it around a little bit. This was my tester. There's some things I don't like. Sometimes I do testers. I'm going to keep it anyway. I made it into a tag, but we're going to use all the stamps, and I hope we get to that one. It just kind of depends. I don't have anywhere to go today, so I guess if this live goes long, you guys can come and go as needed. But I know I talk about this, so I want to, for anyone who's joining us for the first time or anyone in replay, I love to do Christmas tags, for homemade Christmas tags for all of my gift packaging. Even if you're just tying this to like little gifts for the mailman or your hairdresser or whatever it might be, just a little something, or baked goods for neighbors. I love to tie on something really cute. I generally do something simple on the back. You can see I just did a simple to from. There's lots and lots of sets out there that have that. But I definitely stamped mine in the color family I like. This is a little bit reminiscent of last week where I did a light gray background. I love a light gray background. I think it's a little more interesting than white. especially with a snowman that we want in white. So here you can kind of see the difference between, this is Simon Says Stamp Fog Gray cardstock and the white, but how beautifully the snowman stamps on here. So we are going to be creating these two little guys, and then I'm going to try to get to this one as well. Lots of inking, no coloring today, so we're going to use all stamp pads. It's a great opportunity to kind of use what you have. We're going to move some stuff out of the way because I have a lot of mess here. And then let's just kind of rearrange. I'm going to talk about what we're going to use. So the stamp layering sets I'm using today are from Kitchen Sink Stamps. They do incredible stamp layering. Now, they don't sell coordinating dies, but if you go to their website, which is, I'm pretty sure it says on here, kitchensinkstamps.com, they have SVG files that you can purchase and download to die cut these images if you want to. SVG files are going to work with things like your silhouette, your Cricut, so that you can die cut these. I know if you have a scan and cut, that is going to work late. Hi, Dawn. You are not late. We haven't even started making anything. Yes, Kelly, thank you for answering that. Kitchen Sink is a stamp brand. I will tell you that they had probably one of my favorite stamp sets from last year's Stamp Timber. At Simon Says Stamp, just it had the jack-o'-lanterns. They have a pumpkin set. I noticed it's out of stock at Simon right now. They have another pumpkin set that I absolutely love. But you can see that there are 3 different sizes. We're going to do the big guy and the medium guy. I'm not doing the little bitty one today, but you definitely could. So we're using this stamp set. If we get to it, we are going to use the Invisible Snowman. So this is this guy. He doesn't have a body and he's kind of invisible. Now he has like a little pipe and stuff, but it goes the other direction. So I need to, that's why I said this is my tester. I tested this because there were a few things I needed to figure out before I stamped them. I've had these for over a year and I've never stamped them before. So do you guys do that too? Like have things and not use them? It's just so, I get so mad at myself because I buy them because I love them and then I never get around to using them, or not in a timely manner anyway. Oh, Terry Wilson, thank you. She says she just got back from purchasing my beautiful fall sets. I appreciate it, you guys. I appreciate this support. I'm really, really excited about them. I have to tell you, my friend Kelly Person, you might follow her already. She shared with me what she made with my fall set, the Scarecrow. I am in love with it. I cannot wait. I don't think she shared it yet. I probably need to go look, but I'm really, really excited. Okay, so we are also going to be using Waffle Flower nesting tags. These are new. This is from their 2021 Christmas release. Any nesting tag or any tag that die that you have is going to work here. You can even make your own. You don't have to use a die. I love dies because they're easy. But I love these sizes. I've used these for another project, so we're using these. I actually did all my die cutting off camera, so I'm going to set that out of the way today. Just wanted to show you guys. And then I did do a little background stenciling because this is completely one layer. That is something I really love about this. And I do want to mention that if you don't want to make tags, if tags are not your thing, I hope that from this you can take that this could be a card front. This could be a card panel on a card front. Instead of using a tag, use a rectangle or whatever you like. And that is just, it's so, so exciting. Okay, Dawn asked, where can I get your set? If you're talking about my Spellbinders Happy Harvest, it is at Simon and at Spellbinders. I have links to them at Simon in the description below. I didn't get my links for Spellbinders added yet. So if you want to head over there or just click the links down below, it should take you right to those. Linda says she doesn't have any kitchen sink items. I didn't for the longest time either, but you guys, look at that detail. I love, love, love it. The stamp layering is incredible. So the background stenciling I was talking about, That's going to be a couple of different Lawn Fawn stencils. We're using all of the companies today, I feel like. I've mixed a bunch. We've got kitchen sink, waffle flower tags, Lawn Fawn stencils. We're using Snowy Sky. We're going to use Hillside stencil. That's going to be the little kind of ground down here below. And then I'm using some sentiments. Just go through your Christmas sentiments and see what you have. I obviously picked this Simon Says Stamp Comfort and Joy set. It has this great Let It Snow, which is what led me to the Let It Go. I don't know why, but every time I read Let It Snow, I sing Let It Go in my head. But I can't sing, so I'm not going to do that. But it has some other cute sentiments and things in it. But really, just shop your stash. Whatever you have. I always loved, I went through a lot this week when I was planning this. And then something essential, I'm using masking paper. You can use Post-it notes or tape or whatever. It's really necessary for masking off the heads of the snowmen. And I did this a couple different times when I was doing my testers this week. If you stamp this first, and I'm using a white pigment ink for the base, it's going to show through the hat of the snowman, and it just doesn't work. So masking paper is a must, but it really isn't that bad. I know if you're like me and you don't like fussy cutting, you always think, oh, masking. I mean, sometimes I do some really crazy masking just because I feel like it, I guess. But generally, I don't love it, but I promise it's not bad. Okay, we are going to get started, and we are going to start with the masking portion of our snowman. We're going to do a couple of cards just while I have it out. This is going to be an example of a project that is a great, you know, if you want to do assembly line and do a bunch all at once. I do want to talk about their kitchen sink stamp sets. They number them, which makes it awesome. And I should also show you every set comes with an instruction sheet in the back, and it comes with instructions on how to line up. So it kind of shows you where to use all the little, or how to layer rather, all the little sections, like what you should be looking for to try to line all of the layers up, which I think is handy. Their website has even more, so definitely check that out. So I always look at it, and this sheet is separate. So I look at it, this is 1A. This is going to be our first step. So that, oh, actually I lied. Well, I do need that. So we're going to take 1A out. Then we're also going to take the 1A out for the hat, because we need that guy first. But we need to figure out where exactly. Let's grab a tag here. Oh, my chat stopped. I better see if I have any questions. Oh, Kelly says her daughter Quinn is 7, so Frozen is an essential for the last 4 or 5 years. Yes! Oh, thank you, Cool Cakes and Crafts. Beatrice, you're not late. I haven't even stamped a single thing yet. So you're doing great. All right. What we're going to try to do, and I'm going to bring my example up here. I like to lay out, so I really need to know where this guy is going to go, but I don't want to stamp this first. We want to stamp the hat first, and I like the hat tipped kind of at an angle. So I'm going to just kind of do this. And that looks pretty good. And I'm going to just set my snowman to, actually I will just put it there for now. And we are going to go ahead and pick that up. So our lightest color for our hat, I used, because this hat only has 2 steps, I want to make sure because the hat for the other set has 4. Yes. So this hat has 2 steps in it. These are the ink colors I am using. Special K, you are so welcome. Good morning for everyone who's just joining us. Good morning. I'm using a lot of PinkFresh inks, but I am using Lawn Fawn Lobster ink for my reds because it's my favorite red ink. But I think, let's see, all of the rest of my dye inks are PinkFresh, and then we're going to be using a VersaFine for dark black stamping, and then Simon Says Stamp white pigment. Lawn Fawn Yeti white pigment is the other one I use a lot. We want to start with our lighter of the two colors. We're going to use Rocky Slope first. And we're just going to do this. We're going to ink it up. And we're going to just press that in place right on our tag. And that looks pretty good. And I'm going to do two of these at once. So let's just pop the other one in here. So this is the assembly line part of this. And there is our second step. So licorice is going to be our next part. I'm just going to wipe that really quick. And then okay, there are so many little parts and pieces, so I highly recommend taking the extra time, which I don't normally in my lives, but I really don't want to lose any of these. Definitely when I'm doing this on my own time, I always do, and I'm going to put it away. And then I'm going to grab the step 2. I just don't want to lose any of the little parts or pieces. So we want to line up our hat in this corner and this corner. And if my head is in the way, I'm real sorry. I really don't want to mess this up on camera because it can happen. And I really just get right over the top, line it up. If it's slightly off, you guys, I tend to not get too upset. And then we're going to ink up with licorice and stamp that right on top. And that looks pretty good. Just look at the detail, the shadowing and everything. It's so good. Okay, we're just going to pop that one out. And we're going to ink up the second one. Okay, now I'm not going to take my stamp out this time. I'm not going to ink it back up. I'm going to grab, the name of this stamp set is, let me give you the exact name, Multi-Step Snowman. The link is down below in the description as well, so hopefully that helps. I've been trying to preload the products I'm using, or at least the majority of them, so it makes it easier for you guys. Okay, so I stamped that on my masking paper because we do have to do a little mask. And I'm not even going to cut the whole thing out. We're just going to go kind of along the bottom edge. I think that's about all we need. I can double check in a minute. And just snip that away. And we are going to mask the hat. I like this because we don't really have to do a ton. I'm just going to pop that then right over this. There is one more step for the hat, but I'm going to wait a minute to do that. We're going to stamp the body of our snowman first. So I'm going to take the hat image and put it away. And I do already have my first layer of the snowman out. So whoops, that was squeaky. We just need to figure out our placement for him. And I'm going to reference my little sheet and make sure I've left enough room for his face. I think I have. And I think I'm just kind of centering him on the tag. We can go ahead and pick him up. So our snowman colors, let's grab those. That is going to be, our base color is going to be a pigment white. Our next color is going to be Misty Coast PinkFresh, and then our last color is Rocky Slope. This was our light color for the hat. So we're going to start with our white pigment. Linda says she can handle that much masking. That's funny. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay, I think I haven't missed anything. Thank you guys for helping. with names of things when people ask. I appreciate it. So I'm going to ink that. Oh, and I see I've got a hair in here. Hold on. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm just going to use my tweezers to get that out of my ink before and then re-ink it. All right. So nice coverage for this, and then we're going to stamp our snowman. And up here, this is really good to show. The reason I use a MISTY, see how it didn't stamp very good because of the mask? I'm going to just close it and press right there, and I get a much cleaner image. Special K wants to know, does it help you if we click on the link below to purchase, or is it better to just go to Kitchen Sinks and purchase directly? If you purchase my links, yes, that does help me. I do not have an affiliate with Kitchen Sink, so definitely if you want to purchase there, that's absolutely fine as well. But yes, it does help me if you do purchase from my links when you can. So I'm going to lift this up and off. Jessie B wants to know, doesn't the white pigment pad take time to dry? You know it does, but I found it doesn't take that long, and I will tell you, I did not give mine any time. I really didn't. I'm going to go and continue stamping, which you'll see here. So it's kind of up to you what you want to do there, but I just went straight for it. We're just going to pop that down now. Re-ink up our stamp. And stamp our second tag. And then I like to use my tweezers to remove the mask. I'm going to save this just for now in case I have to redo anything, but I'll throw it away later. All right, so let me real quick clean this and put it away because I don't want to lose it. And we're going to grab, so this snowman, in fact, both the large and small have 3 pieces. So we're going to put this one away and grab the next one. And I do want to show, it shows you where to line up. So we're looking to line up right here in those little creases where where each of the little circles for the snowman. And we're just going to try to get it as close as possible. Andrea says, hi, I just want to say I love your work. You inspire me. Thank you, Andrea. That is so sweet. I really, really appreciate it. All right, again, if my head is in the way because the white is kind of hard to see with my glaring studio lights, I'm really sorry. The lights are necessary so that you guys can see, but I can tell you that sometimes they make it hard for me. All right, I think we've got it. I really don't want to stamp this wrong on camera. I tend to double check a lot. There is one more layer. It will kind of help disguise if anything does go wrong. Okay, so I should put my lid on this before I have white pigment ink everywhere. Now we're going to cover with dye ink. So, and this is, I want to mention this because this is something I noticed, and it's why I told you I did this tester at the beginning. So I want you to see the difference. I used white as my lightest color here, the white pigment, and it will change the color of your layering on top. I'm not saying that's bad, but I don't love it. So I actually used, this has a lot more steps, but this, I used the same ink colors, and I would prefer it to be this color. So while this isn't exactly what I love, I do want to point that out because it does make a big difference. So let's use our Misty Coast for our second step. This is a very light gray. I love this light gray color from PinkFresh. Who has PinkFresh inks? I'd love to know. I really highly recommend them. I think they're beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Yes. It stamped right on camera. You guys don't know how worried I was about that. I love it. And you can see how great it stamps. So yes, Because I'm stamping over white pigment ink, it's going to change the color just a little, but in this case, I don't care. It's going to mute it and lighten it. For Snowman, that's fantastic. Oh guys, I forgot to put the mask on. It's not gonna matter, but oh my gosh, what a ding dong. This is why I kept my mask. We're gonna do it for the last step because it's dark. So there, live on camera, you've watched me make a mistake. Haha. Okay, let me see. Oh, thank you, Beth. That's so nice. So Rebecca loves PinkFresh inks and has several of the color sets. Yes, and the ink cubes, they are so great. Kitty loves them too. I like the little cubes. I don't have the cubes since I have the full sizes, but I really think I would like the cubes almost better, just because they take up so much less room. All right, we're going to grab our third layer for our snowman. I remembered to put my mask on. I forgot I still needed it. This is why I don't throw things away until I'm all the way done. And like I said, that Misty Coast is pretty light, so I'm probably going to be okay. But if I had stamped this layer, not okay. Again, the instruction sheet wants you to line up here and here. So I'm just going to kind of fiddle with this. Oh, and I bumped it. It can be kind of tricky. Or you just have to take your time. That's why I suggest doing more than one at a time if you like to do assembly line style. I know some people don't love it, so don't do that then. I think that's okay too. So this is Rocky Slope. This is going to be our darkest color for our snowman. I'm going to move that. And I really hope this stamps good. Yes! Awesome! And look at that detail. I just can't get over it. I think it's so amazing. All right, let's do our other one real quick. And tweezers, I don't know how I crafted without them before. I don't know about you guys, but I use them for everything. Oh, Barb says she just received an order yesterday. Oh, there went my chat. Order yesterday with the ink pads from PinkFresh. Oh, that's so exciting. Yay. Oh, Patricia loves them. That is awesome. Okay, and Linda says she loves layering stamps. Do a lot of them. Okay, I really, really wanted to do fall and Halloween, but so many were out of stock. So hopefully they come back. I mean, we're still pretty early. I hope they come back. I did order the haunted house. I'm kind of excited for that one, so I'll let you guys know. I may even just do like my regular videos or a live. We don't know. All right, so here's where we're at so far. It's looking pretty cute. Here is the finished version used with these same inks. You can see how they lighten a little bit as they dry. These tweezers are from Spellbinders. Oops, upside down. And I love them because they have a, well, they're really sharp, but I really, really like these. Okay, I'm going to pop these back in now. Let's finish our hat and then we're going to do face, these stick arms, the little buttons down the front, all that good stuff. But we're going to finish that band around the hat first, which is this guy right here, and it's going to be red. So I want to line this up. You'll notice it does stamp over some of the dark area. That's totally fine. I'm always amazed at how the ink layering works so beautifully. I am not an engineer at all, so I think it's, for me, it's like magic. Amy wants to know if there are re-inkers for PinkFresh. Does anyone know? Because I do not know. Oh, hello, ding, fries are done. PinkFresh is a good choice, Rebecca. I love them. And here's why. I'll show you with the grays. They sell them in like sets of 4 inks that go together. So here is the gray set. Since I have all 4 of the gray out, I'm going to show you. This is for every color. It goes light to dark, and it's so, there's no guesswork. It just takes all of the guesswork out of it. Okay, let me see. Hello from Puerto Rico. Oh, this is first live. Yay! Oh, Ding Fries Are Done says everyone who has those tweezers loves them. Yes, I think they're really, really good. So this is the band for our snowman hat. And look how cute. Because the dark color underneath just gives you that automatic shading. I think that's what I find so amazing about this. You think it's going to look terrible, but instead it just adds that shading. And as it dries, even more so. So we'll do both of those. And that's red. So we're going to just clean that right away. Because otherwise, everything on my desk plus me are going to be red. And that ink is Lawn Fawn Lobster Red. I know I've probably mentioned it so many times. It is my very, very favorite red ink. I'm going to stamp both of the arms for my snowman at the same time. I like to make sure that they are butted up right next to him, but you can position them however you want. And I'm going to tell you an idea I had when I was laying in bed last night thinking about this. Wouldn't it be cute if you have like a little ornament stamp? I mean, we probably all have them in our stash to hang like a little ornament from here. Or if you have like a little bird, you could sit on him or something. Wouldn't that be fun? I don't know. I was just thinking about that last night, that there are probably some other things we could do to dress it up even more if we wanted. So for his little stick arms, we're going to use another PinkFresh ink. This is called Dough. And Odin is sleeping and he's dreaming and he's making barking noises. How funny is that? At least he's laying still today. My son is in school, and so I can like leave my door open and stuff, and it's nice and quiet, and he's taking his morning nap, but he's dreaming. All right. And I love that we can stamp both of those at once. Linda's first time for a live also. Yay! I am so glad you're here. Thank you guys. Good morning to everyone who maybe is just joining us. Oh, Mary just got off the treadmill. Girl, I did not even get my walk in this morning. I wish that I did, but I did not. Oh, okay, there is an answer. Rebecca Brown says, yes, there are re-inkers, but you have to buy them on the PinkFresh site. Yes. Okay, I knew Simon didn't have them. Thank you so much for answering that. So if you want re-inkers, definitely check those out at PinkFresh. Special K says, yes, magic. That was a while ago. That's funny. Yeah, Kelly, I was thinking Lawn Fawn for the ornament stamp as well. All right. We are going to put... This is a lot of back and forth today. So that's why I'm like not exactly sure how many we'll get done. We may just do them all. Like I said, I have nowhere to go. Last week I had to hurry and get my son to the doctor. This week, nothing. Woo, yay. You know, all that last minute stuff to get to school and sports and physicals and all that good jazz. That was last week. Okay, for the buttons going... And my ink pad cover broke. So for the buttons going down the front of my snowman, I actually, so see how tiny that is? I hope you can, it's really tiny, and I had a hard time getting it in my MISTY. So I'm not even gonna bother. We're gonna old school it with an acrylic block. On both of these. And my cover for my ink pad broke off. This is my favorite black, just true pigment black ink. I keep trying to pop it on and it keeps, I think it literally broke. Oh well. I've had it forever. Probably time for a new one. I'm going to put my buttons back and let's grab the face. So the face is going to be, it wouldn't have to be tricky, I'll tell you that. I make it a little bit extra because I want the nose to be a different color than everything else, and it's all one image. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to pick that up, and we're just going to use this since it's here. We're going to cut off like a little triangle piece from the excess of our mask because it's sticky. That's probably too big because it's a really tiny little carrot nose. Let me trim a little more of that. And we're actually going to mask the nose so that we can stamp that in orange. Oh, maybe I didn't cut it quite big enough. All right, I'm going to move this just a little bit so you can see. Let me grab my black again. So I put that little teeny tiny mask there. I probably should have done the orange first, but we're going to do the black. And we're going to ink that up. And we're going to have to go back and forth a little bit, but I feel it's worth it. There is a little bit of black here. I don't think I made this mask quite big enough. I'm going to make a different one for the next time. I just wiped off that with my nail, and we're going to stamp his little face. And that looks good. You can see we avoided the nose mostly. Let me make another mask. I did use the same one when I was doing this before, but I don't think I made my mask quite big enough. So we're going to try that. It's not really technical. You could really cut a real one if you wanted to. I'm just trying to get it good enough to cover the nose. That's still not super great, but it'll work. And then we'll stamp the second one. And I got black on there again. We're just going to use our tweezers to remove that. And you definitely would not have to do this. You could stamp the whole face black if you were like in a super big hurry, but I really want the carrot nose to be orange. So let's leave that there. Don't move it. I almost took that off. Okay, I'm going to put that away. And we're going to grab our Clementine ink. Oh my gosh, my chat stopped and hello. Sharon, you've not missed it, I promise. Oh my gosh, Michelle said she made 38 tags yesterday to put on gift bags for friends. Oh my gosh, I love that. Yeah, Trudy, I'm not looking forward to snow either. Is it Lepetti too? I hope I'm saying that right. She says she's noticed an increase in prices and foam tape. I don't know why that's happening. I really don't know. I don't know any of that. What was the actual snowman stamped with, please? White pigment ink was the base color. Then PinkFresh Misty Coast and PinkFresh Rocky Slope. Let me see if there's any other questions. Lots of good suggestions for little ornaments to hang from the snowman. So definitely check those out in the chat, you guys. I wish the nose was separate too for this. I really, really do. Okay, I am not really inking anything or masking anything. I'm just taking my ink pad let's move this. I got so much going on. I should have used a smaller MISTY. I inked it up with orange and I'm just wiping away. I'll wipe it on a little rag here in a minute. Oh, and there's his little orange nose. So that did work. That's how I did it yesterday too. I didn't want to create masks for anything else. You could also mask it off with like some tape, Post-its or tape or whatever if you don't want to get orange. But we're just going to do it this way. It's quicker. Alrighty. There's our carrot nose. Our snowman is all done. This is it. Quick. I mean, it wasn't as quick as it would be if you're not talking, but it goes really fast. So cute. Cute like this. But you guys know I love my scenes, so we're actually going to create some little scenes with this. We need to do a little stenciling, and then we'll bring our MISTY back and do some sentiments. Oh, and really quick, let me put the face back on my stamp sheet. I'm trying to keep things a little cleaner today just because I tend to lose everything the last couple weeks. All right, so here are our big snowman tags. We're gonna grab our stencils. An orange marker for the nose would be a lot simpler. That is a great suggestion. My chat just flew by. Barbara said that. Yes, that would be amazing. A marker would be so much easier. Jenny also mentioned that. I am not going to mask anything on my snowman. I will show you my sample. If I get some little white snowy dots over my snowman, I actually kind of like that. So that doesn't bother me at all. But if you want to, you could always mask the snowman as well. I kind of want him to appear to be out in the snow. There's lots of different snowy stencils out there, little dot stencils or whatever. So definitely check that out. We're going to grab our white pigment ink. And then I just have a brush that I use for white pigment ink. And that's the only thing I use this guy for. So I already know that. And I am going to just kind of pounce. And I try to avoid the face, but everywhere else I'm just going to kind of pounce on some snow. And I don't go over the body, but like I said, if I get a few dots on there, that's totally okay with me. And it's quick. Some cute little snow. Let's do our other one. Just add a little background. I also think if you have time and dry time, I think some sparkly snowflakes, like if you want to use Glitz glitter gel through here, would be so cute. Really, really pretty. That snow stencil, Amy, is so good. It is my favorite. Jessie B wants to know if I dampen my microfiber towels. I don't. If I have a tough stain, I'll just use like an ultra clean cleaner. On my microfiber towel, I cannot talk, to clean that off. You could use Copic ink markers for the nose if you wanted to, and for the band if you want to. You definitely could. Now, I want you to remember that if you do that, it will bleed through. That doesn't matter if you put a backer on. So let me get my sample. I always die cut another tag to put on the back so it would hide any of that. So you could, if you wanted to do that. And let me clean up my little pigment snow mess real quick. And then we are going to take a little hillside, and this is a Lawn Fawn stencil as well. And we're just going to use a little basic one. And we want to use this bottom edge, not this, because this would put the white border up above. And my favorite thing about Lawn Fawn is they put these lines in here so you can line it up perfectly. I love that. So I just want to kind of position it here. And again, I'm not going to mask. I'm going to try to avoid stenciling right over the top of my snowman, but I'm not going to mask it. If you want to, you can. But I try to avoid masking at all costs. And I'm just kind of going in on each side. I want the illusion of a snowy ground. It doesn't have to all be white. And see, it looks like he's sitting in this little snowy scene. I love it. We're going to do this on this one as well. And you guys, we about have these big tags knocked out. So there are our cute little snowmen. I'm going to put my white blending brush. Oh my gosh, I better get a drink of water. I'm getting cotton mouth, I think, from talking. And let me see if we have any questions before we go any further. Rebecca wants to know what I'm storing my stencils in. It is the same thing that I use to store my stamps and dies. I will put a link to that. I don't have one now, but after the video is over, I will. They're storage pockets. I use either a big or a small, depending on what I'm storing. I use big for large stamp sets, so my kitchen sink, since this set's big, that guy goes in the big one. So these are Avery L clear pockets. These are Simon Says Stamp, and then the inserts are all from Simon. All right. We have that. It's time to bring our MISTY back out and finish. So we are going to stamp. I decided to add some little hearts and then some sentiments to the front. These are all from, oh, here's that piece from my stamp pad. It for sure broke off. So let's just find our sentiments. Any sentiments, you guys, anything will work here. I'm going to use Let It Snow and Happiest Holidays to You and Yours. We're going to stamp them one at a time because I love a two-tone sentiment. Not just for my cards, but for my tags as well. Let's start with our small sentiment. I'll get our spacing correct. And then we can move on to the red ink for the rest. Okay, so that is going to be black ink. Since we're almost finishing up this first tag, do we want to move on to the other Snowman Stamp Set, or do you want me to do the small version of this one? Let me know in the comments. I'm kind of feeling like doing the other set, just so I can show you guys that, but I will do whatever you want me to. And do you guys make your own tags? I would love to know. Even before I really started making a lot of holiday gift tags, I loved making tags. I don't know what it is, but I just think making tags are so much fun. And there's so many good tag dies out there. The other set, yes. Okay, good. That's what I'm going to do. It looks vintage, and that's why Debbie says that she thinks it looks vintage, and that's why she especially loves it. Oh, good. DK Sherby said she just ordered. I'm so happy that you have it too. Janice, oh gosh, you are the cardiologist. I hope everything is good. Okay, I am going to do the other set here in just a second. We're going to finish this guy. Now that we have the black, we're going to do the Let It Snow in red. Also, I do want to mention, so I opted for red. I'm kind of a traditionalist in that sense. Plus, I do a red and white tree, Christmas tree, and my gift packaging matches that. So I made my tags to match, but I think if you did like more of a green, I think that would be pretty, or even green and red would be awesome. Maybe if you do blue or blues and purples, I think that would be pretty. Anything you want to do. Whatever matches your gift wrap. And there is our sentiments. All right, I'm going to clean this. And my microfiber cloth does have a little bit of cleaner on it so that I can clean these quickly. I just spritzed some on it and then I just clean it. Now the little hearts I'm going to add. I felt like I liked the little hearts. I thought they added a little something. You could even add one to the chest if you wanted to. I will show you on my little small tag, which I think this is nice. Not all of our packages are going to be big enough for a big tag, so this is a fun little one. This is the medium-sized snowman from that set. Everything else about it is the same. But I opted to just put the little heart on his chest instead because there wasn't as much surface area. I think that's fun, and I think it would be cute on this one. I am, though, going to just use an acrylic block so that I'm not having to move these all over the place. And we're just gonna stamp these. I'm gonna try to do them pretty close to the same. So that is one of the hearts, and then there's one a little bit smaller. You guys know me and the little hearts. They have to be somewhere. We're doing little stamped ones. You could also add dimensional ones. I think that would be cute too. Okay, that is the front of our tags. I will show you how I finish them, and then we will make another tag. And it's going to be like kind of first time because I am going to switch things around just a tiny bit on it. What do you guys think? Isn't the dimension on that snowman amazing? I just think it's so incredible. Let me see. Ding Fries Are Done say tags are her favorite. I love that. Oh, lots of people loving to make tags. My favorite size card to make is probably just an A2 size card. That's a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch. Oh, ice blue would be beautiful. Oh, I love that. DK Sherby says she thinks the tags would be cute mailed as a Christmas card and then they can use. Yes, I think that would be awesome. The sentiment stamp set I'm using is Comfort and Joy from Simon Says Stamp. And there is a link to that in the supplies, so you can easily find that. And let's see. Janice says she loves a small tag. I do too. I did not know if I was going to love the little one, but I just love a little gift tag. And it's still pretty good size. There is even, I did want to, so the set of dies I'm using, this is the Waffle Flower Nesting Tags. If you wanted to, I think the little guy, because this tag is that third, like the middle size tag. I think this little guy would fit the smallest snowman from this stamp set. And it's real teeny tiny, but there are some tiny packages, so it's good to have an assortment of sizes. So finishing of tags. I did die cut 2 white tags off camera. The 2 in the from, same stamp set. I was really lucky. This has a 2 and a from in it. So I just put them in my MISTY and I stamped a bunch of backs all at once so everything matches. They're really simple. I did not go over the top. All I do to finish is I put adhesive on the back. And I do use quite a bit. I want them to be nice and flat, not pop up. And here is my best tip for getting them lined up perfectly. Place the one with the adhesive in the bottom corner of your MISTY, butt it up here in the corner. Take your front of your tag and lay it right on top. And they are going to be perfectly aligned. Ta-da! Let's go ahead and do this one. This is my favorite way to get everything lined up perfectly when I need them to be back to back. And then I took some Lawn Fawn red and white. I finally got some more of this. Lawn Trimmings twine. It's my favorite. It's sparkly. And this is just going to be threaded through the top and knotted. I saw a question. Janelle wants to know if it bothers me if my tags are thrown away. No, it doesn't. Nope. I will say I have got my family. We save them. So if we give these within my family, like if I say to Ethan from Mom, we just put them back in our front closet where I store all my gift wrap and stuff, and it actually has hooks, and I just hang all of them and I reuse them the next year. So, but I know some of them get thrown away, so it's totally fine with me. The Snowman Stamp Set is called, oh gosh, you guys, why did I already forget? I want to say the right. It's Kitchen Sink Stamps Multi-Step Snowmen. All right, let me make sure I don't have any questions, and then we are going to go ahead and do the other one. Joan wants to know if you could make a tag as a card with the largest tag die. You sure could. It would be just a little bit smaller card like than an A2, but if you wanted to, you could definitely make this a little tag shaped card. I think that would be cute. I've done that in the past where I've made some so that they open, and then you could have a little message inside if you wanted. All right, let's move these guys kind of out of the way. I'm going to bring this in, but we're not going to do this guy just like this. Pretty similar, but not exactly. I'm going to move our snowmen out of the way. And we're going to take, this is the multi-step Invisible Snowman. Kelly says she reuses gift bags and tissue paper over and over. Yes. Yes. Someone wants to know if I'll show the stamp set. I sure will. Here is this. Maybe that's better. I hope that that shows you. Did you? Oh, you know what? Anne, thank you for noticing that. Did you use the white reinforced circle on the original tag? Girl, yeah, I did. I even have them die cut. Thank you. Okay, so let's just grab that. I won't take it apart, but luckily it's just string, so I can pull that out. It looks much better with the hole reinforcer, right? Okay, so there are 2 size hole reinforcers in that set. I had it covered up with all my tags. I even have them out. I like to just take a nice little thin line of glue, maybe, right around the opening. The bigger hole reinforcer works on the 2 bigger size tags in that waffle flower set, and then the smaller one works on the other sizes. So I did die cut all these. Thank you, Anne, for pointing that out. Because it is the perfect finishing touch. I did mine in white. You could do them in any color you want, but that looks much better. See, look at the difference. I think the hole reinforcer just makes it look a little more professional. Okay, I'll move those back out of the way for a second. And let's grab our tag. And let's grab our snowman set. All right, where did you use the white circle? What did you use for the white circle? I hope that answered that, Jessie. It's the hole reinforcer dies. It's white cardstock. And the reinforcer dies come right with this waffle flower nesting tags set. So you can see the big size works for these 2, and then the smaller works for these. Yep. Thank you guys for noticing. I completely forgot. Okay. What color gray cardstock? I am using Simon Says Stamp Fog Gray. Simon Says Stamp in Fog Gray and Lawn Fawn in Fog Gray are my 2 favorites. They are not the same color, kind of surprisingly. So that is something to note. I used fog gray in last week's video. If you want to last week's live, so you can kind of see the difference. This is the Invisible Snowman. So there's no snowman body. I will tell you, I had a fun idea. I'm not going to do it today because I haven't tested it and it could be a huge flop. But if you want to take like masking stencils, circle stencils, you could go ahead, stamp the hat, mask the hat, add a circular masked face with white pigment ink. I think you could get some really fun results and actually create a body. But I think that the invisible look is kind of cute too. In this set, we have 4 steps for the hat. So there's quite a few steps. We're going to use all those PinkFresh inks. 2 steps for the scarf. There's 2 steps for the mouth. It's tiny, guys. There's 2 steps for the buttons. I did not do them here, but I'm going to try to do them now. And 2 steps for these buttons. These are the buttons, or like the little rocks or whatever you're putting in your snowman, and then the button eyes. 3 steps for the carrot nose. So this one has a separate stamp for all of those images, and then there's 3 for the little pipe, and I think we'll try to do that too. We're going to start with 1. So this is 1. And guys, I know this video is going to be long, but I hope that's okay. Definitely, if you've got to go, I totally understand. We're going to just do the hat first. And I do have 2 tags left, so we're going to just do 2 at a time while we have it out. Now, this is the part that I was talking about a little bit earlier when I showed you the sample. We're going to do different. We're going to use only dye inks for this. We're going to start with our lightest color and work to our darkest. So this is Misty Coast. I didn't stamp that very good. There we go. I try not to stamp these more than once because I don't want to oversaturate, because we are doing 4 layers of this. I really, really don't want to oversaturate the cardstock because you could get some kind of not so great results. Okay, layer 2. Let's pop this guy back. Layer 2 is right next to it. I will show you on the back of our stamp set. It's going to show us where to line up. So just like before, it's showing you kind of here on the brim and up here at the 2 top corners of the hat. So we're going to I like to kind of start with this corner, and then I fiddle with it until we hopefully get it right here. This one is a little bit easier to see since we use something other than a white pigment ink. A little bit easier than the snowman. We're going to use our next color, which is Rocky Slope. Oh, my chat stopped. I'm so sorry. Sandy says it's okay if she doesn't get her house vacuumed. Oh, can you come do mine when you're done? That is on the agenda for this evening, for sure. So there is step 2. Then we're going to do step 3. Which is, and I always use my sheet because I do not want to pick the wrong one. 3 is this one. I love that they number them. I think that is the best thing ever. Again, it's going to want us to line up in those same 3 areas. Our next dark color is going to be Metropolis. I love the names of the PinkFresh inks. Yes, Kelly's Roomba is running right now. My Roomba is going to. I stopped it before I started this. It usually goes here in the morning. And there's our third layer. So what it ends up doing, you can kind of see that it's giving you like this brim is a highlight, and then, or kind of underneath the brim, I guess, and down this side is a highlight, and then there's like a little highlight there. And then, so much cleaning of stamps. Usually I fling them to the side, and then when our live is done, I'm cleaning, because I don't like to let stuff set. We're going to take our fourth and final layer, and again, we're lining up in those same areas. And this gives you, there's like a little line here, I don't know if you can see, and a line here. That helps with like the little areas of the hat, I want to say. All right, that looks good. This is going to be our fourth and darkest color, Licorice. And look at the depth and dimension. When you get that last stamp image down, I just love it. I think the hat is amazing on this set. Amazing. Okay, now we don't need a mask this time because we're not doing the snowman body, which is great. So I'm not going to need to keep that out. We're going to clean that and move it away. So from here, I really want to figure out my placement for everything else. This is where, so I'm just going to kind of take this, let's flip it, and kind of figure out where do you want your scarf? Where do you want your face? I'm definitely going to do eyes next because I think that helps spatially. Eyes, mouth, and then we'll do our little scarf down here. Oh, good, Leanne. You're a replay gal and she's catching us live. Oh, I'm so glad. However, I'm not glad to hear that you are in bed because you're not feeling well. Feel better, please. Let's see. Susie says she's named hers Jetson and he works while I stamp. Susie, mine's name is Frank. It's even named Frank on my phone. I love that. Oh, that's so funny. Eileen asks about the Roomba. I think that the Roomba, it is not going to be your deep cleaner. What I love it for is it just kind of does a nice daily clean. Like I run mine daily. And it kind of picks up all that stuff, and then I still vacuum. It doesn't really replace vacuuming for me, but it does kind of pick up like crumbs and things like that that might get anywhere. So I'm going to do the eyes next. And I think this is always tricky. I'm trying to imagine the face. And the buttons have 2 layers. You guys, when I saw that, I was like, oh no, I don't want to do 2 layers. Yeah, I think that's going to work. By the time, when we add the nose, it'll look better. So you could do the button eyes in any color. I'm actually just going to do like my 2, like my second to lightest gray and then the black, which it's called Licorice. It probably is black. It's kind of a dark gray black. Linda, hi! So here are our eyes, our button eyes. That's the first layer. Oh yeah, let's do both. I do not want to forget while I already have those stamps lined up. All right, so there is the button eyes. And let's grab our next layer for buttons. I'm going to try to do anything I can do at the same time. I could, if I was a little bit better planned, I probably could try to do the mouth at the same time, but I'm always worried I'm going to get off. Okay, so this is the worst part in my opinion, is trying to line up the holes for the button and not have it stick to my fingers, which it is. All right, where are my tweezers? Where did the tweezers go? Oh, it might be all right. I just try to line it up and hope for the best. Okay. I just hope my head wasn't in the way for too long there. Sorry. Licorice is going to be our dark color for the detail on the buttons. Janice, I am not exactly sure the size of the tags. Let's see. This looks like it is about 1, 2, 3, 4. About, it's almost 5. I guess it's about 5 by 3. That's the big one. The small one is about 1 3/4 by 3. And then I don't know the other sizes off the top of my head. I'm going to have to grab my orange inks here really quick for the carrot nose because I did not get all of them out. Let me put these buttons away and figure out where our nose is going to go, and then we'll start that. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you. If you could just even catch part of it, because I know doing both of these designs is going to make it long. So I appreciate it. Thank you for however long you could stay. I know we all have stuff to do, so I just thought it would be fun to show both of these guys because I think they're so stinking cute. And two kind of different looks, but the same idea. Okay, base layer for our carrot. Got Peach Fuzz is going to be up first, which I love, love, love this color. Leanne, I'm sorry. She says her credit card's on fire. Oh, Chumster, that's hilarious. Laura, I was wetting my tips of my fingernails off camera to help me position them. I should have mentioned that. Yes, wetting your fingers does help. I actually was dipping the tip of my tweezers in some water and just tapping to help hold it down so that I could hopefully easily do that on camera, because I have fought with some stamps and they stick to me and stick to me, and it is so frustrating. Okay, there's our first layer for our carrot. So for everyone who was kind of bummed that there wasn't a separate piece for the carrot on the first card, and I know why, it's just so little, but still, I would have loved it. And it wouldn't have had to have been layering. Let me see. I did dip these in some water to help hold that guy down. I love that we can do the layering here. So we did Peach Fuzz first. Now we're going to do Apricot, or Apricot, however you might say it. I love all this talk about Roombas and what everybody's named theirs. I think that's funny. So many of us have names for it. Tracy says she loves that I have time to hang out. Me too. Today when I knew showing both of these samples that more than likely I would probably do them both, but I have time today and I just thought, oh, let's just go for it. And those that have time too can hang out, or you can catch the rest of the replay later. I will tell you, I am going to try something new. It will take me a little bit. I won't get it done right away, but later today I will timestamp the video down below. So, you know, if you just want to catch the second one, like if you had to leave, you can catch that there. And our final carrot layer. And it gives so much detail. His face is starting to come to life. I love it. Alrighty. Oh, I'm so glad you got to stay or get to catch part of it, the Ink and Garden Spot. Thank you. Yes, Joan says the PinkFresh Studio inks are great for layering. They so are. All right, let me see if I have any questions while I was doing this. Oh, thank you, Joan. That's so nice of you. Yeah, wet tweezers for the win. If you just, like, I have like a little cap of water, but even like this little watercolor dish is what I usually use this for. I have my whole reinforcers. I'll just put like a little water in it, and you can just dip in it to get a little bit of water. When I'm stamp layering, I generally have to have some water because these are tiny. All right, we're gonna figure out our scarf situation. Which one's first? That doesn't feel right. That looks better. Always make sure you're getting the right one. I'm gonna grab one, and I'm gonna have to move that to stamp it, but I'm just kind of using it for space. And then let's grab one for his little pipe. I think that looks good, and then his mouth will go kind of right there. I didn't test it doing it this way or the pipe, so you guys, I hope this works out since we're doing it live. All right, we're gonna do the pipe first, and I've got to grab a couple. I'm gonna use that same dough ink that I used for the snowman arms, but I need to grab a couple more colors of brown. We're going to use all PinkFresh today. We're going to grab Warm Buff and Gathered Twigs. Warm Buff is up first. That's going to be our first layer. Oh, cute. And there we go. My chat stopped. Let me make sure. Beth says she's a true crafter. Her hair is all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, I have to tell you guys a funny story. Since you guys are here for my live, I'm going to share this. The other day I was making a card and I was using a little clear gem sticker from Honeybee Stamps. And I knew it went missing. Like, you know how it goes flying. I was using like the tips of my tweezers to pick it up and it just popped right off. Couldn't find it anywhere, and I thought that's fine, it'll get vacuumed up. So I went on my way. I really kind of forgot all about it and didn't think about it again until the next morning in the shower, and I looked down, and on the side, like pretend this is my big toe, it was sticking right here, and I never noticed the entire day before. Wow, I have ink everywhere. It was so funny. Yes, it looks like we all have some stories about where we find things. Jessie says she finds purple tape in the washing machine. It just happens. Ugh, it's kind of funny. All right, Warm Buff is going to be our second pipe color. But I laughed. I could not believe that I looked and looked for that gem, first of all. And then I found it stuck to me the next day. Didn't feel it in my sleep. Didn't notice it the evening before. I mean, I just couldn't believe it. I kind of laughed at myself, but we have to laugh, right? Okay, third layer of... Amy says she has Great Danes and they get glitter on their noses. Yes. Linda says she had one stuck to her forehead. Oh, that is so funny. Thank you. This is making my whole day. That is so funny. I should show you guys too. Just a reference again. It's showing you to line up here with the tip of the pipe and kind of this rounded corner here for each layer. I love that they have this instruction because it really does help give you an idea. Because sometimes you can look at it and you're like, okay, I think that's where it lines up. So I always just kind of reference it. Gathered Twigs is our last color. That was kind of close, but kind of off. I'm going to readjust it for the next one. Not bad enough that I'll get rid of it. It's a gift tag. I'll keep it, but I could. That's an example of not getting it lined up exactly where I would like. Let's try that and see if that's better. This is also why I die cut more than one tag in the event that I needed to do that. See, I think that looks a lot better. That was just up a little too high. But like I said, I'll keep it. I'm not going to get rid of it. All right. How we doing, guys? Oh, this is about when my lives usually end, so we're not too far off. I want to do the little mouth next. Again, okay, so do you remember on the first one where I used my acrylic block? I'm going to do the same thing here because I think the mouth is too small. And if it's not, and it is a two-step, so if it isn't super perfect, that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. And then I do want to mention, so I've used a few extra ink colors. I was not totally sure if I was going to get this one done in the video. And so I didn't list all the ink colors. Anything I haven't listed, I will do after the video, after the live is done. So we're just going to kind of put his little mouth right there. And instantly his face has come to life. I love it. Let's grab the next layer. And I'm just going to do my best to line it up. There was a suggestion using acetate to practice stamping layering. That is the best suggestion. Thank you for mentioning that. I have done that in the past as well, and I too think that is a fantastic idea. Let's use Metropolis. Nah, let's use Licorice. I lied. I was going to use that because I knew right where it was, but we're going to use Licorice. And I'm sorry, I might get my head in the way. I just want it to be close enough. And I think that looks good. I love the... I didn't think it would make that big of a difference, but I do think it definitely is noticeable. All right, we are going to do the scarf next, and then we can fill in with anything else. But I'm going to move it up. Actually, we're probably going to stamp it upside down. Or flip our MISTY around, rather. Because I think it's going to hang off the side a little. Let's move it around this way. I hope we can still see. Is that good? Okay. Twinkle Toes, Jessie says, yes, that's so funny. This snowman doesn't have a body, Leanne. This one is called the Invisible Snowman. You can give it a body if you wanted to, or if you die cut a body, you could definitely do that as well. The detail on these, Laura, is amazing. These are by far the most detailed layering stamps I've ever seen. I absolutely adore them. Okay, so I think we're going to kind of imagine it right about here. I think that looks pretty good. Oops, I don't want it to cover up the pipe. So that's why it's going to hang off the edge. Almost like he's kind of peeking into the edge of this card. And I am going to use Lobster for my first color. And that red instantly makes this pop as well. And red for our second, or not for a second, we're going to use Lobster for our second tag. And then let me grab some Schoolhouse Red, which is a little bit darker red from Simon Says Stamp. And let me wipe the red off of this really fast. And we're going to grab our second layer. That is, let's see, kitchen sink stamps just doesn't get the exposure they deserve. I agree. Yes, I think they're really amazing. All right, so this wants us to line up, sorry, my head was in the way again, with this corner and this rounded corner, and I'm really sorry. I know it's going to blow out the video while I try to line that up. And then I just used a darker color, and I will tell you, I tried this a few times off camera and I found that I like the tone on tone. But I look at the detail. It looks like it's fuzzy, and it will dry a lot nicer. When it's dark, I think it doesn't look quite as good as when it gets all absorbed into the cardstock. Alrighty. All we have left, I believe, is the little buttons going down the snowman front, and I'm going to use my acrylic block for that, just like I did for the mouth. We're going to get rid of that red ink, so I can move that though. And I'm also going to take this moment to grab my sentiment. I'm going to use the same stamp set, and this one, I thought Good Tidings of Comfort and Joy fit nice. You can use whatever though. I just looked for something that would fit off to the side, and luckily the same stamp set I used for the other one worked. I think we're going to kind of go about there. In fact, I like that, so we're going to go ahead and stamp it before we do our buttons. But literally any stamp set, you guys. There were so many different ones. I just didn't want to have my product list be forever and a day long. I love it. The more you add to these, the more it just looks so cute. I think these would be fun to do if you get together with friends for an evening or something. I could see doing a whole bunch of tags. Maybe even a tag swap or something. I think that would be fun. All right, there are, I'm going to show you on this sheet. I had to look it up because I don't think this is right. Here we go. I wasn't sure. This and this, where's the other piece for that one? Where is it? Guys, did I already lose a stamp? That's gonna make me upset. Oh no, it's right there. Okay, this is a set, and this is a set, and they're like the little rock buttons going down the front. So what we're gonna do is I am going to grab both of layer 1, and then I'll probably stamp layer 2 separately since I'm using an acrylic block. But But we're just going to kind of do that. I think I'll make them a little closer together. Yep. And we're going to take Rocky Slope. And I think these are cute. I wasn't sure. Like I said, I had to go look it up. I wasn't sure what that was supposed to be. I know that sounds crazy. Thank you, Kelly. Tag swap would be fun. And I literally just thought of that just now. I know people have done them. It's not original, but I just thought, wouldn't that be kind of fun to do? All right. I'm going to do the next ones one at a time because I know I can't line these up by myself. And we are just going to take that. And it's not super great, but that's all right. That one was better. But the pipe on this one's messed up. I wish I could have flip-flopped that. And you could definitely use your MISTY if you want to. Keep that in mind. This was a little bit quicker for this step. And there's our snowman. Cute, cute. All right, we're going to add a little bit of falling snow. And we're also, so this set does have little hearts coming up from the pipe, which I think are cute. But I'm going to use those same hearts that we used from our first set because I like them a little bit better. So this has a little bit more of a curvy shape, and I like the little bit more straight edge shape of the other hearts. So let's grab, we don't need to do our ground for this one, but I am going to just grab this, my white pigment ink, and we're going to pounce on a little snow. And I like the little bit of snow in the background. I just think it gives the tag a little more character. And we're going to do that for this one. And then we are going to grab our stamp set. Let's go ahead and make add our little hearts here. And then we will be completely finished. So I think we'll just do like a couple little hearts coming right up out of here. And then I will kind of come back to the chat and see if anyone has any questions or anything like that. And there is our finished tags. Oh, it turned out even better than I thought it might. Let me clean up my work surface. And then, of course, we would just add the backing to these. Add our hole reinforcers and all that good stuff. I'll do that off camera since I've kept you guys here for like an hour and 40 minutes today. I'm sorry. I'm slow. So let me show you all of our finished tags. Here is our cute invisible or disappearing snowman. And here is the really, really cute snowman scene tag. And then this is a small mini version of these guys. Alrighty. Oh, my chat. Darn it. It keeps stopping. Let me see. So do you buy the ink pads colors as a set? You guys, I don't remember if the ink pads come as a set. These small ones do. Barbara says if she messed up the pipe, you could use a Copic marker to fix. Yes, and I might do that too. Okay, let me see. I'm going to switch back over here. Hello again, everyone. Kelly says fog ink doesn't come in the cube size. Oh, that's a bummer. I did not know. Joan says she bought all of the PinkFresh cubes all at once and she uses them all the time. Not for layering, but for a lot. Yeah, they're great. I really do think you could probably use the cubes for these. I think they would work. I just have the big ones. Oh, Linda, thank you. You made my day. I love spending my Friday mornings with you. Thank you, guys. If I missed any questions, I'm probably not going to scroll all the way back. If you really want to know something, please just ask me again. Joan, or Tracy says it's good to know. Joan must have answered her question. Thank you, Joan. That they come in cubes. Yes, they do come in cubes. They sent me the big size pads a long, long time ago. And so that's what I have. And so I've never replaced them. But when I buy them, I buy cubes. The Incan Garden Spot wants to know if I'm going to be showcasing any of the new Tim Holtz Halloween layering dies. I don't currently have any. I do have them in my wish list for order, so I will let you know. Susie's trying to find the name of the sentiment stamp and die set. It has 2 stamps and the whole saying on the cursive word, and the dies cut them all at the same time. Sentiment stamp and die set. Do you know who makes it? That might help. It's not coming to me off the top of my head. Oh, thank you for the kind comments, you guys. A lot of you only buy ink cubes, and I get it. They're so much easier to store. Oh, thank you, Molly. Oh, thank you, Beth. You guys are so nice. I am so glad that you enjoyed the video. Twinkle Toes, is that going to be my new nickname? That's true. That's funny. Let me see. What time is it for me? It is 10:43 right now in the morning. So mid-morning. Beth, craft room tour. My craft room is not done. So the furniture I needed is out of stock, and IKEA must be having issues getting their things again. So it's going to be a little bit before I get there. However, I will tell you I have a video. I just have not got it edited up yet. I'm going to do like some small bite videos until I get the whole craft room tour done. The first one is something I've been asked quite a bit lately, how I store my stamps, dies, stencils, which I kind of answered here, but I'm going to show you like a little video tour and photos of my storage, what I use for storage and all of that for those things, and that is coming up. And then of course I will do the big video when I get this room finished. I mentioned last week Stamp Timber's coming. My time is super limited. I'm literally working lots and lots of hours a day. I have so much content filmed. None of it's edited. None of the blog posts are done. So lots to do there. In fact, I'm doing Lawn Fawn Stamp Timber today. So yay. But it's just a lot. I have a lot going on this next month, and I'm going to be gone for a retreat with friends partway through September. So it probably will be October before my video's up, and I'm sorry. I had every intention of having it up already. Susie is not sure about that stamp set. Searched but can't find it. I will think on that, and I'll see if I can figure it out. Thank you, guys. And I will, like I mentioned, I am going to put timestamps in, so if you missed something or want to go back, hopefully that will help. Oh, Rebecca, pardon me, has a great, she said that the Greetery has a set, so you may check that out. Yeah, everyone's, in fact, I just talked to someone this morning before I went live who said they're having trouble getting stuff from IKEA. Oh, thank you, guys. That is so nice of you, Brandy. I appreciate it. Yes, time changes are so weird. I have to look up a time zone converter all the time. Like when I'm doing things for different companies and I'm like, oh, what time is that? For example, so this is another, I'm going to just tell you guys all of my embarrassing things. When we did the last Hero Arts stamp along, the one we just had back in July, Libby sends out the list of what time she asks us, what are your top choices for what time you want to do this? And I put in my choices. It was pretty much kind of any time earlier in the day. That's kind of my preferred time to do these lives and stuff. I'm an early morning person, not late night. So that's kind of why. I mean, not that we were doing it at night, but I don't think anything about it. She gives me my time. I'm like, it's great. Yes. I'm thinking that my time is like, I don't know what, I'm trying to think how that worked. I think I thought my time was earlier than what it was. They were going on Pacific time, and I thought it was Eastern. So I was just going an hour earlier. And so my time, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that I did not schedule anything else that day, because I totally didn't have my time zone right at all. It was kind of embarrassing, but that's okay. Yay, storage videos. Amy's excited. Oh, good. I'm so glad. CC Min, I'm not sure, said she learned something new today with the water with the stamp. You're welcome. I'm so glad you guys liked this. Yeah, Linda, thanks for joining us, even though you're at work. Shh. Stamp Timber. Yes, Amy, so much. I have filmed and made so many cards already. I'm really, really excited to share. Oh, Linda's making samples for her distress stamp pads. Oh, I love that. Oh, Leanne, the Lawn Fawn snow globes. They are so, so cute. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Molly, no, I didn't even know there was one at Maple Memories in McPherson. She's asking about the retreat. We actually do one in Newton, Kansas. It's the whatever craft house. It's the one with the rainbow stairs. That's where we go. Let's see. Catherine Settle wants to know if I have any plans to make tags using the ornaments from the Simon Says Stamp Comfort and Joy set. Oh, yes. I know which set that is. I didn't exactly. I almost used sentiments from that for these tags today, and I did not. I will jot it down, though, and I'll keep it in mind. I do want to tell you guys, this is another thing. I forgot to put it on my notes for today. But October will be my handmade holiday series. I'm doing it way earlier than I've done it in the past. And I'm hoping to do my regular series, the regular videos, giveaways, and all that stuff. But I'm also planning on trying to do a couple of handmade holiday lives in addition, because I thought that would be kind of fun. So at least one, but maybe two. We'll see how we do there. But it will be in October. I've already made my graphics for it. I've already planned some of my stuff. So I'll add that as a potential one for that. Okay. TK Sherby wants to know color eyeshadow I'm wearing today. It is the ColourPop Going Coconuts palette. It's my all-time favorite. I wear it probably, excuse me again, 95% of the time. Let me see. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Oh yeah, Arizona time zone without the daylight savings. I wish we didn't have daylight savings. It would make me so much better. I say that, probably not. Probably not. Okay, what video program do I use for editing? I only use iMovie right now. I am getting a new computer. I'm getting Final Cut Pro. We'll see how I do with that. So let's see. Myra says she's excited for Stamp Timber, but don't buy a lot, because the shipping amounts get to be a lot. I know that. I agree. Always kind of hold out for your favorites. Yeah. Oh, saving for Stamp Timber, the Ink and Garden Spot says. That's awesome. Yep. Eyeshadow palette, ColourPop Going Coconuts. By far my favorite. Any of the brown ones are my very, very favorite. Oh, what are the others' names? The taupe one is good. And then the wild, I don't know what it is. It's something wild. It's good too. It's just a lot more darker and intense, but Going Coconuts is my very, very favorite. Samples of the colors. Fun. Linda, are you talking about the samples you're making? Or is there something that I need to do samples of? Let's see. Molly, yeah, there is one in Newton. PinkFresh inks are dye inks. Here, I'm going to show you. Here's the Clementine. So they're premium dye ink, USA made, acid free. They're perfect for water-based techniques. They are really, really great. I love them. I highly recommend them. Alrighty. Let me see. Nancy wants to know if Yana's coming out with new Christmas. I bet you mean product, I hope. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if she is or not. I will find out. Thank you, though, for that you like my new fall collection. It is called Happy Harvest, and I've got lots of stuff to share with that, too. Handmade Holidays, your favorite, Liz. Thank you. Okay. Let me see. ColourPop does have great prices for makeup. What is Stamp Timber is what Marie Frankie won. It is a celebration that Simon Says Stamp came out with. This is going to be the 11-year anniversary. And I'm just going to tell you guys, there's a really cute enamel pin that I love celebrating that. So that'll be kind of out on the 1st. So many good products. So it's just a celebration of stamping and our crafting community. And it's really, really fun. They do lots of inspiration, lots of giveaways. And then one of the big things, and I think one of the things a lot of people look forward to, is that there are special, exclusive, limited edition collaborations with our favorite companies. So like I mentioned, Lawn Fawn. Lawn Fawn has participated maybe the entire time. I can't really remember, but they will design a stamp set exclusive for this event. And they are only available through Simon Says Stamp, and they're while available. So just, you kind of have to jump on and get the ones that you want when they are available, but they are awesome. They're super, super awesome, and they're fun. It's just kind of fun. And then after Stamp Timber, in December, they have Diecember, and it is a celebration for die cutting, which I also love because I'm a huge die cutting fan. So it's just a fun celebration all month long where we celebrate our crafting industry. The cool purple palette, Amy, from ColourPop is good. I do have that. I feel like it's lilac something. I cannot remember all the names. I wish I could. All right. Let me see. Myra says the orange inks from PinkFresh are my favorite. Me too. So like I said, the Lobster Red from Lawn Fawn is my favorite red. The oranges from PinkFresh are my favorite. They are really, really good. Favorite black ink to stamp and color with Copics that doesn't smudge: Hero Arts Intensified Black Ink or Intense Ink or Lawn Fawn Jet Black. I use all of those. Let me see. Amy and DK Sherby, I collect, this isn't going to surprise anyone, but I collect eyeshadow palettes like I collect art supplies as well. Thank you guys. You're my people. I knew it. I knew it. Let me see. The Ink and Garden spot, I know about the shipping for Stamp Timber. I don't know the ins and outs of all of that. I'm sorry. I know they've heard that a lot. So I'm not sure. Okay, you guys. Well, we have been on for about 2 hours now, so I probably ought to let you guys go do something, and I should get this replay up. If there is anything you need me to add in the description down below that we haven't already talked about, please let me know. Drop me a comment. Please vote. I did put up a poll on my community page. If you joined us late and you didn't hear me, I cannot do Friday morning or Friday evening next week. So I would like to do a different evening next week, Monday through Thursday. I have a poll up. Please vote. Let me know what evening works best for you, and we will go live then. Okay. Leanne, please feel better soon. Okay. It has been great. I love you guys. Thank you so, so much for joining me today, and I will see you next week. Bye. The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.